Hello fellow YouTubers, welcome back to the Trouble 8385 show. And today, ironically, another topic that came up today was the news that Google bought Motorola Mobile for $12.5 billion today. And a lot of people going, why did they buy Motorola? Why would they do it? I mean, at some point Google had to take a step, right, in making their phones, Android phones themselves. But Motorola is not only making the phone, but it's making that, XOM tablet too. And Google does have other contracts for Androids with other providers, and this deal probably won't go through until earliest the end of this year. More likely it'll be next year because there's a lot of stuff to work out. These are too big, the mobile section of Motorola is pretty big, but it also gives Google a name like overseas in Japan and stuff. Motorola's, over those countries, Motorola means a lot more over there than like if you put Google on it. I'm not so sure they would buy it. But Google also bought them not just for the Android, because that's what a lot of people think, but they also bought them because they mentioned specifically in the article. Google mentioned the intellectual properties in patents, and patents are very important. It's something IBM has done for years, where they invent 2,000 or 3,000 new patents a year, plus their old patents. And that's basically where they make most of their money off of it. That's what Atari did, if you remember, like it was in the 90s when they sued Sega and Atari and everybody, or Sega and Nintendo, because Atari owned the right to take a sprite from left to right on the screen. And they owned the patent to that, and they got, I think it was like $100 million from Sega or some crazy number, and crazy number from Nintendo. They settled out of court and got this crazy amount of money. Patents mean a lot. And ultimately, Google also did this because they get more data mining for themselves. I mean, this gives them more data, the mobile data, right? I mean, they can now incorporate the data and that stuff into YouTube. They can incorporate incorporate this stuff, their search engine from the cell phones that they're gonna release through Motorola. And it'll be interesting what they do with that, right? I mean, because it's easy to buy a company, it's easy to say we're gonna make our own phones, but it's harder to make your phones yourself when everybody else has been basically, taking your technology and running with it in their version. So it'll be interesting to see what Google does. It'll be interesting to see how this changes things, because listen, people always talk about how Microsoft is evil and stuff, but Google has been very aggressive the last couple of years, buying up a lot of big things, for the last 5 years, from YouTube to everything else. It'll be interesting to see if there's any public backlash from this. Of starting to worry about is Google getting too big, because they bought Motorola. Was a smart thing to do. Kind of surprised that they'd buy Motorola. But so what do you think about Google buying Motorola Mobile? And leave your comments below. I'd love to read them. So guys, just a quick video. So guys, till next one.